Ice cream is a wonderful, chilly treat that many people love to eat. It's sweet and creamy. People enjoy it on hot summer days or as a special dessert after dinner. It comes in many different flavors, from simple vanilla and rich chocolate to exciting strawberry and mint. The journey of this delicious treat begins long before it is scooped into a cone or a bowl. It starts on a farm, with cows grazing peacefully in green fields. These cows are very important because they produce the most essential ingredient for ice cream: fresh milk. Without good, wholesome milk, we wouldn't have the creamy ice cream that we all enjoy so much. The process is a fascinating one, turning simple milk into a frozen delight. Every morning farmers wake up early to milk their cows. The milk is collected in large, clean containers. It's very fresh and warm. This milk is the foundation of our ice cream. But milk is not the only ingredient that comes from the farm. Cream, which is the thick, fatty part of the milk, is also needed to make ice cream extra rich and smooth. To get cream, the milk is separated. The cream rises to the top, and it's skimmed off. Both the milk and the cream are tested to make sure they are safe and of high quality. It's really important that only the best ingredients are used. This ensures that the final ice cream will be delicious and safe for everyone to eat. Once the milk and cream are collected and checked, they're ready for their journey to the ice cream factory. They're pumped into a large, refrigerated truck. This truck is like a giant thermos on wheels, keeping the milk and cream very cold, so they stay fresh. The truck driver carefully drives from the farm to the factory, which might be many miles away. The cold temperature inside the truck is crucial. If the milk and cream get warm, they can spoil. So, the truck's cooling system works hard the entire way, making sure these precious ingredients arrive at the factory in perfect condition, ready to be transformed. When the truck arrives at the ice cream factory, its journey from the farm is complete. The factory is a big, busy place filled with shiny stainless steel tanks and pipes. Workers connect large hoses to the truck and pump the cold milk and cream into huge storage silos. These silos are also refrigerated, keeping the ingredients chilled until they are needed. This is the very first step inside the factory. From here, the magic of turning milk and cream into ice cream will begin. The factory is ready to start mixing, sweetening, and freezing these farm-fresh ingredients into the tasty treat we all know and love. Now that the milk and cream are safely stored in the factory's silos, the next step is to create the ice cream base. This is called the mix. To do this, the ingredients are moved through pipes into a very large mixing tank. These tanks are called pasteurizers or mixing vats, and they can hold thousands of gallons at once. Inside the tank, the milk and cream are combined with other important ingredients. Sugar is added to make the mixture sweet. Different types of sugar might be used to get the perfect taste. Stabilizers and emulsifiers are also added. These may sound like complicated words, but they do a simple job. They help keep the ice cream smooth and prevent ice crystals from forming. Once all the ingredients are in the giant mixing tank, they're stirred together. Large paddles, like giant whisks, rotate slowly inside the tank to blend everything into a smooth liquid base. It's really important that everything is mixed thoroughly. After mixing, the liquid goes through a process called pasteurization. This means the mix is heated to a high temperature for a short time. This process kills any harmful germs that might be in the raw ingredients, making the ice cream safe to eat. Then, the mix is quickly cooled back down. This heating and cooling process is a critical step for food safety and for the quality of the final product. After pasteurization, the mix goes through another machine called a homogenizer. This machine does a very important job. It pushes the mix through a tiny opening at a very high pressure. This breaks down the fat globules from the cream into much smaller particles. By making the fat particles tiny and uniform, the homogenizer ensures that the ice cream will be incredibly smooth and creamy. It prevents the cream from separating from the rest of the mix. This step is what gives good ice cream its wonderfully consistent and velvety texture that melts so nicely in your mouth. Without homogenization, the ice cream might feel greasy or icy. The final step for the ice cream base is to let it rest. The smooth, liquid mix is pumped into another set of refrigerated tanks. Here it's kept at a cold temperature for at least 4 hours, but sometimes overnight. This resting period is called aging. During this time, the flavors all meld together and the stabilizers and emulsifiers get to work, further improving the texture of the mix. Aging the mix helps make the ice cream even smoother and creamier when it's finally frozen. After this resting period, the sweet, creamy base is finally ready to have flavors and fun things added to it. With the ice cream base perfectly mixed and aged, it's time for the most exciting part, adding the flavors. The plain, sweet mix is pumped from the aging tanks toward the freezing machines. Just before it enters the freezer, liquid flavors are added. For vanilla ice cream, vanilla extract is pumped into the mix. For strawberry ice cream, a strawberry puree made from real strawberries is added. For chocolate ice cream, a rich cocoa powder or liquid chocolate is blended in. These flavors are carefully measured to make sure every batch of ice cream tastes exactly the same. The factory has many different flavor extracts and purees ready to go. The flavored mix now enters a special machine called a continuous freezer. This is a very cold barrel surrounded by freezing coils. Inside the barrel, a large dasher with sharp blades is constantly turning. As the mix is pumped through the barrel, two things happen at once. The dasher scrapes the frozen mix off the cold walls of the barrel, which keeps ice crystals very small and makes the ice cream smooth. At the same time, the machine pumps air into the mix. This process is called overrun, and it's what makes ice cream light and soft enough to scoop. Without air, ice cream would be a hard, solid block of frozen sweet cream. As the soft, partially frozen ice cream flows out of the continuous freezer, it's ready for even more additions. This is when solid ingredients like chocolate chips, cookie dough pieces, nuts, or swirls of caramel are added. The ice cream moves along a conveyor belt, and a special machine called a fruit feeder or ingredient feeder drops these chunky bits into the stream of soft ice cream. Gentle paddles then carefully fold the pieces into the ice cream without crushing them. This makes sure that you get a good amount of chunks in every single bite. The machine can be adjusted to add more or fewer pieces depending on the recipe. For flavors with a swirl or a ripple, like fudge ripple or raspberry swirl, another machine is used. As the ice cream flows from the ingredient feeder, special nozzles inject thick sauces, like caramel, fudge, or fruit syrup, directly into the stream of ice cream. This creates those beautiful and delicious ribbons of flavor that run all the way through the container. The process is carefully controlled so the swirl is distributed evenly. Now, the ice cream is complete with its flavors, its chunky additions, and its beautiful swirls. It looks and tastes delicious, but it's not quite ready for the store yet. The soft, swirled, and chunky ice cream is now ready to be packaged. It flows directly from the flavoring and mixing machines to the filling station. Here, automated machines work quickly to fill containers. If the ice cream is going into round tubs, a machine drops the empty tubs onto a conveyor belt. A nozzle fills each tub with the perfect amount of ice cream. Then, another machine places a lid on top and seals it tightly. The process is very fast, filling hundreds of containers every minute. For ice cream bars, the soft ice cream is poured into molds and a stick is inserted. For ice cream sandwiches, a machine squirts a layer of ice cream between two cookies or wafers. Once the ice cream is in its package, it's still soft, with a texture like soft-serve ice cream. It needs to be frozen solid so it can be shipped and stored. The sealed containers move along another conveyor belt and enter a blast freezer. This is a very, very cold tunnel or room with a temperature as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit or -40 degrees Celsius. Large fans blow the frigid air all around the packages. This freezes the ice cream very quickly. Fast freezing is important because it prevents large, crunchy ice crystals from forming, keeping the ice cream smooth and creamy. The packages stay in the blast freezer for several hours until they're frozen solid. After the ice cream is hardened, the packages are ready for the next stage of their journey. The frozen tubs, bars, or sandwiches are bundled together into larger cardboard boxes. These boxes are then stacked neatly onto pallets by workers or robotic arms. The pallets are moved by forklifts into a massive storage freezer. This giant freezer warehouse is kept at a steady cold temperature of around -20 degrees Fahrenheit or -29 degrees Celsius. The ice cream will stay here safe and frozen until it's time to be shipped to stores. This warehouse can hold thousands and thousands of boxes of ice cream with every flavor imaginable. Finally, when a grocery store or shop places an order, the boxes of ice cream are loaded from the storage freezer onto a refrigerated truck. Just like the truck that brought the milk from the farm, this truck is very cold inside to keep the ice cream frozen solid during its trip. The truck travels to cities and towns, delivering the ice cream to supermarkets, corner stores, and ice cream parlors. From there, you can buy your favorite flavor, take it home to your freezer, and enjoy a delicious, creamy scoop of ice cream. It's a long journey from the cow to the cone, but every step helps create the perfect frozen treat for everyone to enjoy.